It's Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by the WBO Interim Heavyweight Champion of the World, Joe Joyce. Joe, how are you?
Yeah, very good. Just got back from the UFC facility, had a quick shower and rushing to get back online, but to get online. But yeah, here I am.
Good
How's it
stuff.
good?
And you're out there, as you say, training in Las Vegas. Big fight, April the 15th. Get Zhilei
Yeah.
Zhang, Big Bang. And you've already said
It's
he's
the
going
big
to be the
bang.
one getting banged, banged
It's
up.
getting banged. Nah, well, he's looking likely to bang me as well, which I'm gonna have to deal with on the night. But it's good. Be a good fight, I think.
Do you prefer those type of fights where you get to kind of show your mettle and your resilience and your chin, or would you rather a kind of easy night where you can kind of move around and get the job done early?
I prefer to have like a more challenging opponent to like have more exciting fight and give the fans a exciting fight, a thrill. And I take myself out to Vegas to train with Salas and use the UFC facilities. So, you know, why am I wasting my time fighting someone easy when I sacrifice a lot to to come out here in the first place?
He's probably the best, opponent you could have got that's not already got a fight tied up or whatever. In your position, you could easily be forgiven for taking an easier route. Why, apart from all the work you're putting in training, why pick someone like Zhang? Why not go a slightly easier way?
Because it's a good fight, and especially with their fight, the fight with Philip Hergovic and Zhilei Zhang, and I thought that Zhilei Zhang did enough to get the victory there, and I think it's like a good, talking point, and also it it's exciting to have a challenging fight, a challenging prospect, and then obviously for beating him, then that raises my level up even more. But I mean, but it's risky as well because I'm
Yeah.
at the top position with the interim title, so it's a risk. But I see the Fury Usyk fight hasn't materialized yet, so I don't know. I might as well be in a big good fight, and then hopefully then I don't know because I don't know. Let's see what happens, but it could be Fury, or Usyk. So I need to be ready, and I haven't fought a southpaw since Commonwealth. Lemroy Thomas,
Mm.
my fourth
Yeah,
fight. So yeah,
yeah, I
it's about
remember.
time.
You mentioned the Hergovic fight. What did you make of that? Did you feel that it was a fair decision, or did you feel Zhang deserved to get it?
I thought it was close, but I think Zhang did the better work. He knocked him down in the first round, didn't he, or something, or like
Yeah, I think you hurt him. Yeah.
early rounds, and then I mean he looked exhausted at the end, like had his hands out, he's breathing heavily, whereas Hergovic was up like that. So maybe that was the little thing that pushed it through for him. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't think Hergovic hasn't looked like he's changed that much since the WSB. Really, he's still pretty the same kind of fighter. Like,
Is that an attraction though that you can go out and make a statement against Zhang and people compare that performance to Hergovic favourably for you?
yeah, and then it's another strings my bro, but it's like a bigger. It's a big risk because yeah, he's a big old southpaw with a big bang. So it's tricky fight. It's tricky fighting southpaws anyway. Just had sparring yesterday, which was good against southpaw, Cuban southpaw. He's very technical. I forget what his name is, but yeah, he's. I did a lot of posts of him, like with him, so might be on there. But yeah, it's a pleasure to be sparring with him and working on stuff and get my head round the Southport stance again.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have a southpaw, not just for this fight, but for thinking further ahead because Usyk's a southpaw. Fury can switch, as we've seen a number of times. You said earlier about that fight and it hasn't materialized yet. Are you quite keen for it to get done now? Are you at the point where it's like you're in line for the winner of that, so you want them to get it sorted, ideally around the same time as yours?
Yeah, and also being interim champion that holds me up from becoming full champion, like as well. So because I believe like if they once they fight, then I automatically get upgraded or something. I
Yeah, I
believe.
think if the WBO is vacated, you automatically become the full champion without having to fight.
Oh right, yeah. So, but yeah, if Fury wants to fight me, he beats Usyk, or Usyk beats Fury, and they want to, and that becomes yeah. If they don't fight me for it, then I get upgraded to full champion.
Okay, well that'd be pretty cool.
That's not bad, is
Yeah,
it?
that's good stuff. It gives you extra
So yeah,
motivation.
so hurry up and get the fight made, so that like, or fight me, or like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah,
I know there's a
what
lot
are
of
they
money
doing?
on the line, but let's get over the line. Like, it's better having less money than no money. I mean, even though they've already got a lot of money.
I'm sure. I'm sure they have, but you can always want more, don't you?
Mm.
Um, Talked to Anthony Joshua last week at the press conference for his fight with Jermaine Franklin, and there were some comments, I think, a day or two later from Eddie Hearn, where he was talking about Franklin as the opponent, and he said, "Well, Joshua, he wanted to fight Joe Joyce, but we thought it was a good route to fight Franklin, etc., etc." Did
Mm.
you see any of that, and do you believe that Joshua personally wanted that fight?
I don't. I think that might be. I don't know. I don't know. Well, if Joshua still believes he can knock me out in one round, then maybe. But it could be. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Well, yeah.
What do you make of Franklin
Time
as
will
an
tell.
opponent for Joshua at this stage of his career, coming off those losses to Usyk?
I think it's probably good for him. Like, I mean, he still like sells out arenas anyway, even if he's fighting, uh, lower level guys. But I think it's good because then he'll get. He's had like back to back losses, so it'd be good to like get back in there and then like build up his confidence. And each fight you kind of like level up and then get better. Like, because obviously if you haven't fought for a long time, you get rusty, but as you fight, you get better. Like, so maybe that might help him, help his confidence, and uh, yeah, or
How much
not.
would
No, I
you
don't
like
know.
that Joshua fight? Is it something that means a lot to you? For example, if it was Joshua in a defense of the belt you've got now, or
Yeah,
your full world title shot against Fury or Usyk, which way would you lean?
if it was for a belt or no belt,
Well, it'd be for your belt against Joshua, so defending your interim belt,
yeah,
or for the full belt against either Fury or Usyk. Which way would you go?
it depends on the money.
It's very honest.
I don't know. Yeah, if it makes sense, so yeah, could be tempted into that. Yeah.
Is there more of a personal motivation to fight Joshua because of the history than there is a Fury or Usyk?
Um, I don't really. I mean, I want to fight for the belts, and I mean, it's still a good fight. Joshua's been, key in like bringing boxing back to the mainstream. So, yeah, it would be good to fight him at some stage. If not now, then later. But yeah.
But your main focus is, of course, the belts. Who, and I've asked you this before, but your opinion.
And also I want to set myself up, set my future up for myself and my family and stuff. And I've been like, I feel like I've been I don't know, like kind of held back a little, like not held back, but it hasn't really gone. I'm just only now starting to generate like decent money, like kind of thing. So yeah, I'm looking to get that life changing money at this stage of my career, like before I get too old.
And if the Joshua fight did come to fruition at some point this year, how would it go? What sort of fight would it be, and how would it finish?
I think it'd be risky like early on, because Josh will be trying to march me down, knock me out if that's his style now, or if he's
Mm.
if he could do that now, still do that or not. Um, and then yeah, I think once he's a powerful puncher, but like once I establish the jab and mate, and like hit him with like some good shots, But I mean, even if he hits me with some good shots, it's still risky because he's powerful. He's a powerful guy. So I'm not sure how it might even, I don't know. I don't know if it will go the distance. I don't know, but it could be just like a boxing match if he doesn't want to go toe to toe with me.
Do you think he'd be unlikely to want to go toe to toe with you, given recent performances of yours, particularly?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess he made that mistake with Ruiz and like went, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's a good fight, and we was on the same team, Team GB, but then as soon as we turned pro, then I guess it's a solo sport, and it's competitive, and you want to rise to the top and become and I think he's also interested about legacy and because his history, like when they go down in history and they always get like heavyweights, they always like, oh, how would he do against him, and they make all these like dream matchups and stuff. So and like talking in the barbershop, so you want to leave something good, like memorable to remember.
And you're hoping to remember, presumably, knocking him out.
Be remembered, for being,